Okay, so moving on to kind of liquid eyeshadows, things like that. First of all, I'm not going to get rid of this one. This was one I think I picked up over Halloween. I don't think I ever showed it on my channel, but I just loved how it looked. It looked very similar to Natasha Denona's, is it the chrome one she does? Like the liquid shadows. It is from XX Revolution, and I know I'd been like, Revolution are so boring, I hate them. But this was kind of cool, and I couldn't say it wasn't. It's not quite got the duochrome shift that Natasha's do, but it's a pretty good dupe for a little drugstore brand. So I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to get rid of that because I've barely used it and I think it's kind of cool. These I've spoken to you about before. These are the Sky Washes from Glossier. I'm not going to get rid of these ones. These two are probably the ones that I favour the least. This one in the summer is quite nice though, and I'm loath to throw it out because I've not used it enough, but I'm not going to get rid of them just yet. These from Glossier, don't waste your time on them is the honest truth. These are the Lid Stars. They're nice for one and done shadows, but you really need to build them up. There are better options out there, I'm going to be honest with you. I love this one underneath a khaki shadow. It's lovely, but I also have really nice khaki lid pencils, like, you know, the kind of thicker eyeshadow pencils that work just as well, if not better. And this one here, the rose gold one, again, it's nice for a wash of colour, but funnily enough, these Lottie London ones are much better than these. So I think I'm going to pass these on, even though I'm a big Glossier whore and I love them. I think I'm going to move them on. This one here from Chanel, this is one of their Illusion d'Ombres, and this is in Mirifique, and it is like a black kind of, it's meant to be like a gel, not a gel eyeliner, a liquid kind of shadow which you can build up. Although, unfortunately, I have to say this is pretty dried out now. If you want to buy one of these brand spanking new, I would say do it. They're so nice, so good, and it just so happens that this colour is not one that I would have used regularly, but you can see on my finger there the effect it gives. It gives that glossy wash on the lid with a lot of kind of sparkle and shimmer, and it used to be a lot more pigmented before I had to let it dried out. But this, I would say the Bodyography glitters from Algorithm are really close second, although they're not liquid. These are gorgeous. If you can afford it and you can look into them and get a shade that works for you on a more regular basis so you don't let it go to waste like me because I'm an idiot, absolutely lovely, really like them, but it has just passed its prime, unfortunately. The NARS one as well, very similar to that of the Chanel. This is in Balbec, and it's one of these little pots that you kind of just, it's got a bit of softness to it. It is kind of more of a malleable texture, and this one is in like this burnished bronzy gold. Oh, one of my favorite colors, like a black gold almost. I have to say though, I think I'm going to get rid of Balbec as well, because I don't know if you can see it there on the camera. It is all dried out around the edges. It's kind of past its prime again. It's probably about 3 or 4 years old, and as anybody knows with these little type of pots, they don't last that long. And I think the Bodyography and later Skater I've got is a slightly hyped up and better version of this, so I'm going to pass this one on too. Well, unfortunately I'm just going to bin these ones because they're done. This one from Kiko as well, again probably very similar situation. It's called a Cream Crush Shadow. I can see it's cracking around the edges. It's not a terribly exciting colour. I need to get rid of that. This one, Tattoo, colour 24 Tattoo. This is actually in surprisingly good nick for how old it is. But again, pretty dried out, not much going on. Like, I have to really dig to actually get any product on my finger. It's definitely dried out, yeah. So I think I need to admit defeat on that one too. But again, the L'Oreal, no, not L'Oreal, talking nonsense. The Colour 24 eyeshadow tattoos are actually really good for like a liquid shadow. But yeah, this one's probably seen much better days. And this here is from MAC. It's one of their eye glosses. Yeah, no. What was I thinking? It's a nightmare. It's the most gorgeous colour though. You'll not even see it in this camera. So it's like a taupe colour. It's called Lightly Tauped. But it has a pink shift to it. It's gorgeous. It's so nice. And equally is still very creamy and emollient because it's a gloss. It's a beautiful, beautiful effect. Gives gorgeous, gorgeous effect on the lids. But my God, is it so fucking sticky. It's unreal. So again, one that I may actually end up just passing this one on to someone who might get some fun out of it, because it's not done, but I am not going to use it, so I'm going to move it along. And these two here from Lottie London, I'm not going to get rid of. One is in Savage and the other one is in Faded. And Faded is a really good dupe for the Glossier one, better, and Savage is like this pink, duochrome, kind of all these kind of colours, but really, really nice, topped on top of other shadows. Let me just show you this one because it is pretty amazing. That's it there. So it's like pink, golden, green, just amazing shift. It's really, really good. I think these are still available. As you can see, I have used a hefty amount of it, to be honest with you. I really, really like this. It's gorgeous and it dries down. It's not sticky, anything like that. Keeping these. Okay, eyeliners, eye pencils, eye crayons, liquid liners, pot liners, lip liners, anything pencil family, and there and about. Okay? So first of all, this is the Beauty Pie one. This is their Wonder Gel. It's a little pot eyeliner, and as we have already discovered from this video, if you leave things like this too long and don't use them, then you probably will end up with them going dry. So I'm definitely going to pass that on to somebody because I didn't really love it, but somebody else might really like it or get use out of it. This one here is, it's an Inglot one, but it's just 99. You know how they didn't have colours for the names? As you can see, it's all dry round and about it, and I've probably used it like once, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. This one here from L'Oreal is one of their matte signature eyeliners, but it's in this gorgeous emerald green colour, so I am going to keep hold of that. This is a glitter eyeliner. I know that sounds mental. It's actually a glitter mascara cum liner. It's got like a mascara bit on it and a liner bit on it, but useful for like when you go to Pride, stuff like that. I will keep that, that's not a bother. This one here from Rimmel is their 24 hour, and it's like one of those big Kajal sticks, and it's in a navy colour. I really like navy eyeliner, it's one of my favourites. And I do have a liquid navy eyeliner from Makeup Forever as well. It's Aqua XL ones, they were out a few years ago, but gorgeous, beautiful blue navy colour. So I am not going to be getting rid of any of those. I'll keep them. These are my Kiko pencils that I've spoke about before. This is this gorgeous like royal blue colour. I really love it. I've actually used this quite recently. I think it's a beautiful colour, so I will not be getting rid of that. This one here, Scandalise from Rimmel, but again, it's like one of these aqua, just gorgeousness. Love it. It's kind of got a bit of a metallic shift to it as well. I don't know if you'll see it in the camera. And this one here from Kate Moss with Rimmel is very similar to the other one, but this is the matte version. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to get rid of this one because I can see in the actual pencil tube this has shrunken because it is so old. Can we see that? There we go. So that is a sharpenable pencil, and the whole inside shrunk because it's so old, so we're going to be getting rid of that one. This one here from e.l.f. This is in Mocha or something. Again, I think this has probably seen much better days, although these No Budge shadow sticks are actually really, really nice, but I think it's just dried out a little bit. It is nice, but I think it's seen better days. Now, all of these Urban Decay ones here, these are pretty old. I mean, I can't even, I think this is 0, but let's face it, I mean, how old this is, Christ knows. Same with this one here, Desperation, although very sharp. They are very, very, I mean, not bad, still kind of soft, but yeah, I think I need to get rid of some of these Urban Decay ones. I might keep Apathy and Ink because the two of them are like interesting colours. Apathy is like a khaki green, and Ink is like this kind of, again, navy blue colour, so I will probably keep those two. Riot is like a purple colour. Do I really like Riot? Do I? That's the question. I'll get rid of that one. These two here, again, West or Black Market. Again, I just think they're really, really old now. I mean, I just think I've got more interesting stuff, so I think I'm going to pass on them as well. Now these ones here from Kiko, they are relatively new. I do really like them, and these are probably all colours that I will go into in the summer. This is like a kind of aqua blue colour. These are really nice because it's like those retractable pencils. They're very, very good. And that's those three there. They're nice, they're bright. This is like an aqua one, very pale coloured blue, and then this one here is like the foresty green. The forest green one is like a pencil, the other two are the retractable kind of mechanical pencil style things, so I'm going to keep a hold of them. This one here from NYX I'm definitely keeping a hold of. This is one of their Off Tropic Pro liners. These are great. If you still get these, if you can still get a hold of these, buy one because they're amazing. This is so bright. It's like a neon orange colour. It's amazing. It's not going to look neon there, but I can assure you on my skin it looks very neon, and as eyeliners go it's pretty awesome. So if you can still get them, I would absolutely recommend them. This one here is from Glossy Play. It's a colour slide in Nectar. I will not be getting rid of that. This is Fill and Fluff. It's for your brows from NYX, and I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really like this. It's a little too thick, it's a little too big, a little too yeah, it's too much for my eyes, so I'm gonna get that. I may actually pass that on to someone. And these are all lip liners, and I do frequently wear them, I do frequently reach for them, and will so again. Alright, so in the first little section of the big Jiffy box, I've got another tray. This should be much quicker. So in the first section of one of those bits was this one from Beauty Pie, and it is the kind of trio of eyeshadows that I spoke about before. Now it comes in this glitter black, glitter kind of copper, which is beautiful, and this glitter navy blue. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a very like nice dupe for the Chanel, but it's just not the same. I'm probably going to pass this on, just to see if anybody else would get better use out of it. I'm going to keep the copper because it's beautiful, and actually I might put that into my kind of liquid shadow section, because although it isn't a cream, it's very, very close and very, very nice. But the navy one and the black one I am probably going to pass on because I don't reach for them that often, and I didn't really like them as much, so I'm going to pass these two on. I then have all my kind of single Urban Decays over the years, and a sugar pill, weirdly. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not getting rid of any of these, just for nostalgia reasons. I just can't bring myself to do it. I can't, I'm sorry, I know it's stupid, but sometimes you just got to be like, you know, gives me memories, I remember things about them. This, I think this was in my handbag from like the age of 17. To like 21, constantly green on the eyes. Loved it. It was the first green eyeshadow I ever truly fell in love with. I'm never going to get rid of this. So none of these are going. And then I have more miscellaneous single eyeshadows. This Kiko one is really pretty. It's like a waterfall. I don't think I'll get rid of that. This one, the Melted Chrome, is a really beautiful copper. I do quite like that one. These two were gifted to me. One is, oh, I don't know, it has Viva Diva, and the other one is Mardi Gras. I'm going to be honest with you, I've actually never really reached for them. It sounds awful. They are obviously, 17 is no longer. We cannot buy 17 anymore. But I just never reached for them. I don't know, like they just weren't colours that inspired me. So I'm going to pass these on to someone else who might use them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. They might be too old to pass on now. I don't know, but no, haven't used them. These two here from MUA. MUA are that company I was talking about that are like really, really cheap and cheerful. It's like a frosty purple and a frosty lime green. I think I'm going to keep the lime green one just because I don't really have anything like that. It's pretty cool. Purple I will get rid of. This one here in Bling Tone. I don't even know who makes this. I have no idea. I don't even know who made this. I used to have a Urban Decay shadow that was very, very similar, and I got rid of it. But I probably don't think I need it. I don't use it. I don't wear blue that often, so I'm going to pass that one. And this one here from number 7. This is a little like trial size for number 7, but it's a khaki colour. And actually, I think it's great. I've used it loads. It's one that I take like travelling quite a lot, just to throw in to a bag and take one of the khaki pencils I was talking about and just put it all over the lid. It's actually really nice. So keep them, keep them. This is, oh, forgot about this one. This is from H&M and it's in Very Pretty Penny. Again, another copper one. I don't think I need to keep this if I am keeping these ones, so we're going to get rid of this. I then have two Alamasca shadows. This one is in Faint. I do actually really like this as a single colour. I don't think I'll get rid of that. And this one I am not opening because it makes so much mess. I don't think you'll be able to see the beautiful colour it is from the outside. It's like a navy with a gold. Oh, well, I'll just show you. It makes so much mess. This is why I don't use it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous colour, but already you can see it's a pigment and it's like a midnight blue purple with gold running through it, and it is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It looks shit on the camera obviously, but I can assure you it's a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. I should really use it more often, shouldn't I? Right, do you know what? That one's getting a year. A year. If I don't take that out and use that in the next year, it's going, because the reason I never pull it out is down to the packaging. It's not down to the product. And I'm telling you right now, if I don't take that out and use this, then look at that. That's going in the next year. Oh, then I have loads of glitters and pigments. Just hundreds and hundreds of them. So these things like the chunky glitters, body glitters, I'm going to keep because they're just fun for parties, stuff like that. Playtime, you never know when you might need them. So I'm going to keep these. The individual little pots of glitter that I have, again, probably will keep a hold of them because they just come in useful. You don't know, there's one there. You don't know when you might want some glitter. I quite like the idea of having glitter and it doesn't really ever go off or go bad, so I'm going to keep these. I'm going to get rid of this. This is a Stila Glitter and Glow, and this is in something diamonds, but yeah, it's probably well past its time, so we're going to get rid of that. I am also going to get rid of this again. Nostalgia right here in a tube, but let's face it, this is probably 15, 16 years old. Needs to go. These are two eye bases, which actually every now and again I will pull out and use, and both work very well still. For being a cream formula, these little pots have really held up. They've not dried out. So I'm absolutely going to keep these. Glitter glues, I don't think I even bought this. I think this was brought to my house. I think I can get rid of that. This is just my glitter glue, so I'll keep that. Now my pigments, certainly not getting rid of any of the sugar pill ones. Love them, think they're really interesting colours. The MAC ones, these ones are all kind of new MAC. They're new to my collection. Somebody gifted me them. It's very kind of them. So I'm not going to be getting rid of any of the MAC pigments, I don't think. I think I'll keep them. These two here from Barry M, I think it might be time to say goodbye, if I'm honest with you. I probably have shades that I can get from pressed shadows with this. The same with this kind of one too. I've just held on to them for so long, but I don't really need to keep them. Now these pigments here are all from Pastel Roses, including this one. It was a little freebie she gave me, and these are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There's no way I'm getting rid of them. Let me just pull this one out to show you. Again, kind of messy, but worth it. Absolutely worth it. Don't know if you'll see that there. They are duochrome sparkly madness. Just like amped up amazingness. That one's called Peacock, and it's so nice. So I'm not getting rid of any of these pigments. They are amazing. And these three are from Inglot. Now I'm trying to think which colours these are. That's like a it's very similar, isn't it? It's like a copper one. Do I need to keep that? This one is copper. I know, you'll be like, is that not just the same as the last one? But I feel like this one's got a duochrome to it. It's got like a pink shift. But again, do I need to keep this? Probably not. I will maybe pass this along. And this one here is, yeah, this one's like a nice one. It's quite like a green brown, like a golden green brown. It's quite interesting actually. I don't know if you'll see that there. So I'm going to keep that Inglot one. Alright, so that's that little tray done. One whole section free now, and you can see there pigments are quite sparse as well now, so that's quite nice. I'll maybe just put those two glitters in there now just to keep them safe, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm telling you, next year, if I don't use that Alamasca shadow, it's going in the bin. And this here is the last section of the Jiffy box now. Eyelashes, singles, glues, stuff like that. Probably nothing that I will get rid of. Now this bit up here is pretty much the exact same, except I've put some bronzers in there as well because I didn't really have any space for them. I'm not going to be getting rid of my NARS Laguna, I really like that. This is Lacura, so this is from Aldi. This is their dupe for the Hoola bronzer, but as you can see, I have the Hoola bronzer, so it's kind of silly of me to keep both of them when I'm not probably even going to get through one of them, so I think I will pass this one on to someone. And this is Kevyn Aucoin's Sculpting Powder in Light. I am going to keep a hold of this, but to be honest with you, I wasn't wowed by it, but it was a lot of money, so I'm going to keep a hold of it. Now the other sections we will divvy up individually. Alright, so let's start off with highlighters. So this one is going. This is the Beauty Pie Triple Illuminating something or other, and it's supposed to be a blush palette. It's supposed to be a dupe of the Hourglass. It is not, but I barely touched this really. I wasn't that enamored with it. So this will be moving on to someone else. Now, this is the Pro Base, it's like an oil stick. I think I'm going to keep this. I know it's a bit of an odd one, but sometimes it's nice just to have, well actually, do you know what, now I'm saying that, no, I'm going to get rid of this because I've got the Danessa Myricks Dew Wet Balm, which is much of a muchness, but better, and the packaging is much nicer. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one. Glossier Halo Scope will be going nowhere. The Benefit High Beam probably going nowhere, to be honest with you. I don't know. I feel like it'd be silly to keep it. It's in good nick. It's not that old. No, let's pass this one on to someone as well. We're being ruthless. We're being ruthless. This one here, the MUA, and it's just like a pan highlighter, but it's kind of like a peachy highlight. But it's, see now that I've got these two. Yeah, I'm like, that's actually not that nice. Let's get rid of that. This is Becca Moonstone, I want to say. I like this. I'm not going to get rid of this. This is quite nice. And this one here from Urban Decay. This is one of their Aura highlighters. This one, is it Aura? No, Till Light. Aura's the name. This is one of their Afterglow highlighters in Aura. And I do actually really like this because it's like a pinky sheen you get off it. So I quite like that one. So I'm going to keep that. And obviously I'm keeping these two. This is a Vichy Derm Blend. I don't use powder very often, but if I did, it probably would have been this one. So that is why that is in here. So probably going to keep these. That's what I'm going to keep from here. Everything else is gone. Alright, next section is base stuff. First of all, this is going. This is the opacity fluid from Neod / DICM, if you want to call it that. Oh, it's the other way around, sorry. It's like a primer. I remember everybody raving about it a wee while ago. It was Jamie Genevieve used to talk about it, but she spoke about it in the 2% or something, I want to say, which was much more of a pearlescent. This is straight up bronzer on your face. It doesn't work for me. I've had it too long now, so I am going to put this in the bin. The Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation and Conceal and Define Concealer, I'm going to get rid of both. The foundation I may pass along because I've literally only used it once. I don't know if anybody would find much use out of it, but I'm going to pass this one on because I've only used it once. It's not for me. It's not my kind of foundation. This I've used quite a lot of though, and I'm just going to pop this one in the bin. This here is a Gosh primer. The only reason I bought this was to do like again, that 2020 versus 2010 makeup. This is what I would have been using in 2010, but it's not what I use anymore. But again, it's in perfectly good condition. I'll probably pass this along to someone who prefers this style of primer, but I don't, so I'll be getting rid of that. The Naked Skin foundation, I love this, and although the bottle looks like it's full, it's actually probably just because I've rolled it about. It's probably like nearly empty. I really enjoyed this. I had it in 3.5. It was a shade that I really, really liked. I loved the foundation. I thought it was so, so nice. I seen on K-Bell Beauty, Kelly's channel, that they had discontinued this in America. I'm not aware if they discontinued it here in the UK, if I'm honest with you, but as far as foundations go, this was really, really nice, but I've had it a very long time and it's used up now, to be honest with you. I may as well just clear it out and get rid of it because it says it's 6 months. I've probably had this for about 3.5 years. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This here is a Rimmel foundation, again purchased for that 2010 versus 2020 makeup. This is a very nice budget foundation. I am going to actually pull this one out because I'm going to be doing a budget Valentine's look and I think this will be very nice for it, so I'm going to use this. After that, will I keep it? Maybe. Or will I pass it on to someone who'll get more use out of it? That is the question, but I'm definitely pulling it out for now. This is the number 7 Protect and Perfect Advanced all-in-one foundation. Very, very much like this, very much enjoy it. Has SPF of 50. I wear SPF anyway, but this is very, very nice. It's a very good dupe for the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I think it's really good, so I will be keeping that. This is a backup of Glossier Stretch, so that will be going nowhere. This is Lasting Perfection. Collection Lasting Perfection. I don't know if you remember this. When it was called Collection 2000, that's the last time I had used it. But again, purchased for that video, 2010 versus 2020. So I'm going to pass this on to someone who'll get more use out of it because I will not use it. This is a MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. Love this stuff. Haven't used it for ages, but it looks like it's probably finished. Nearly done, pretty much. Nothing much came out there. So I think I will probably, do you know what? I'm going to put this one maybe back in my drawer and start using that before it runs out and goes dud. Yeah, let's do that. This is a contour stick that I got from Collection. Again, probably for the purposes of a video that I never ever really, like, I've never actually picked up since. Never really used it since. Probably will never use it. So yeah, let's get rid of that. This is a Clinique foundation. This is actually, you can see it's actually nearly finished. Let's just get rid of that. It's their Super Balanced Makeup. I remember getting this because I had a wedding to go to and I wanted a foundation that didn't have SPF in it for flashback, but we are talking 8 years ago. So let's get rid of that. Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I remember when people went absolutely batshit crazy on the internet, on YouTube for this. I remember it and I desperately hunted it down because it was only in Sephora's and things like that you could get it. I got it in Italy and I was in Italy 6 years ago, so this needs to go in the bin. And this is a Lottie London Freckle Tint. I do actually like this and will keep it. So from that section we've done really well, and that is all I'm going to keep from that section, and actually pull this one out to use these two more frequently, but we'll keep them. Now the other two sections in here are blushers. This is all cream blushers and this is all powder blushers. But I'm going to be honest with you, I've just done a blush video. I think you get the gist of the majority of stuff I've got. I'm going to get rid of this one because that is that Mellow Mauve that I spoke about in that video. So let's get rid of that. I think I'm going to also declutter this one from Douglas because I just haven't reached for it. I just really haven't reached for it at all. So I'm going to pass that on to someone else. This here from Revolution, it's like a blush palette. It's quite nice to have options sometimes, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember the last time I picked this up, so that's going to go. It's a little more tricky in the cream blusher section, but I think I'm going to get rid of this one, which is Tickled Pink. It's a Speedy Blush by Collection 2000. I don't remember the last time I used it, so that can go. Cozy Tint I'll keep. I think everything else in there I well, with the exception of this. This I'll maybe pass on to someone else. This I'm not going to use. But everything else, that's a cream blush palette from e.l.f. as well. Again, something that is very useful to have. So nothing in there. I'm a blush junkie. I can't help it. That's it. That's all that's coming out of these two sections. But that was pretty impressive. From these bits, I've cleared out quite a lot of stuff.